Dubai is the most liberal of the 7 emirates. It is still an Arab emirate, and much of its culture is influenced by Islam. Criticizing the royal family, local laws, or the country in general will probably get you in trouble. Drinking in public or just being intoxicated in public is also against the law. When visiting public places, you gotta follow a certain dress code. Make sure you cover your shoulders and knees. Also, no kissing or hugging in public. You will hear a call to the prayer 5 times a day, no matter where you are. The population of the city is 3.3 million people, and every year it increases by 170,000 people. They don't live in fancy neighborhoods. Rather, they live in communities such as this one. They can't afford to bring their families over here. And sometimes several men have to share one room. They're here to make some money and send it back to their home country. None of those people had plans to stay here longer than they needed to, because UAE citizenship is almost impossible to obtain. Even if you're born here, it doesn't change anything unless one of your parents is an Emirati. Just imagine a situation, say, a young couple that comes from Egypt comes to live and work in Dubai. They give birth to a child who grows up, gets their education here, gets a job afterwards, and continues living in Dubai, thinking that Dubai is their home. Then that person's working visa is not extended for whatever reason, and they're told, go home. Go home where, they ask. Go home to Egypt, where that person had never been in their lifetime. In Dubai, the number of men exceeds that of women by more than double. There's about 2.5 males for every female. Today, less than 5% of the Emirates' revenue comes from oil. Instead, the economy relies on trade, tourism, aviation, financial services, and real estate. Tourism is doing well. Dubai is the 4th most visited city in the world. The city had 15 million overnight visitors in 2016. Dubai has always been an attractive place to run a business for yet another reason: zero taxes. But in 2018, the government implemented value-added tax VAT at a rate of 5%. Not too bad, but it's not zero anymore. Dubai is in the desert, and it's hot. Summer days can be as hot as 50 Celsius or 122 Fahrenheit, and it's sunny throughout the year. It is hotter here than in Phoenix, Arizona, so you get the picture. Even the taxi drivers from Egypt that I talked to said that in the summertime it's hotter here than it is in Egypt. You know, Dubai is located in the desert, so it takes a lot of water to keep it all green and nice. Everywhere you will see some water systems. Dubai is not very walkable, so you'll have to be relying on public transportation to get you around, but most people just prefer to use taxis. Where do you find the best roads in the world? For 5 years in a row, the Emirates had been #1 when it came to quality of roads, according to Global Economy. And of course, if you have some super roads, you need some supercars, right? They have bus stops with air conditioning. They call them air-conditioned bus shelters, and there's more than 1,000 of them right now in the city. Dubai has the world's longest fully automated metro system, where all trains run without drivers. Most of it above the ground. They have 2 lines, a green line and a red line. The red line goes along the main Dubai street, Sheikh Zayed Highway. There are 3 different classes of service: silver class, women and children only, and gold class. A ticket to the gold class is 2 times more expensive than usual. The best thing about it is it doesn't get crowded during rush hours. Dubai is also known for one of the most ambitious engineering structures of our time: an artificial palm tree archipelago, Palm Jumeirah, which added nearly 50 miles to the coast. Atlantis the Palm is a luxury hotel resort located at the apex of the Palm Jumeirah. Among other things, it has Aquaventure Water Park and the Lost Chambers Aquarium that is home to 65,000 marine animals. Did Palm Jumeirah turn out as successful as they planned it to be? Well, not really. Instead of an exclusive private enclave, you got a generic copy of American suburbia. The houses are standing side by side at 3 times the original planned density. In fact, they were planning a larger series of developments called the Palm Islands, which were going to be many times larger than Palm Jumeirah. And also the world, a series of islands representing the world, like every single continent. But all these projects had to be suspended since Dubai property market crashed in 2009. I'm sure you have seen this hotel before. It's called the Burj Al Arab.
This hotel claims to be the only 7-star hotel in the world.
It is frequently recognized as the world's most luxurious hotel. It was built in 1999 for $1 billion on a man-made island. The cheapest room starts at $1,500 a night, while a royal twin-bedroom suite will set you back $15,000. Dubai is a city of shopping malls. Like, what do you do on those hot days? People go to the malls to escape from the heat. The Mall of the Emirates is one of the largest malls here. It's got Ski Dubai, an indoor ski resort with 5 ski tracks and a snow park. You can also visit an ice cave and go sledding. Can you believe that? Yes, right in the mall you can go skiing, in one of the hottest places on the planet. Another mall is the Dubai Mall. Today it's the 2nd largest mall in the world, but it used to be the largest. If you like exotic cars, then in front of the Dubai Mall there's always something to look at. It's a bustling entertainment center with mesmerizing sights and attractions, often viewed by most Emiratis as the ultimate shopping destination in the city. Let's look at some things that you can see inside the mall. The human waterfalls. One of the finest artificial waterfalls that I've ever seen. There's also an aquarium, one of the largest in the world in fact, 2.6 million gallons of water. Outside, they have a fountain show, which always gets crowds and crowds of people. You can actually take a boat ride or go walking around the periphery of the lake and view all the shops and the restaurants. What can you do outside of the city? Dune bashing. Dubai lies directly within the Arabian desert, so you can go dune bashing in a 4x4. Most often, it's a Toyota Land Cruiser or a Nissan Patrol. My family certainly enjoyed it. It was like riding a roller coaster, and I asked the driver how many times he flipped the car in his life. He said none, so this made me feel more comfortable. Wow. Even in the desert, you can meet some awesome people from around the world. One of my favorite places in Dubai is the Global Village. It's a huge park that combines cultures of 90 countries from all across the world in one place. Dubai Marina. It's a modern, expensive residential neighborhood that has one of the largest concentrations of Westerners living in the city. It's just a walking distance away from the beach at JBR, which stands for Jumeirah Beach Residence. There's plenty of things to do here, from jet skiing to skydiving. A new addition to this district is Blue Waters Island that opened in 2018. It's an artificial island that will feature a 210-meter tall giant Ferris wheel called Dubai Eye. Of course, it's going to be the largest in the world. What else did you expect? Dubai has a number of beaches to choose from. Let's take a look at some of them. Kite Beach. It is Dubai's sportiest beach, a favorite with many kite surfers. People come here to jog or play beach volleyball. There's also a skate park, an outdoor gym, and plenty of other things to do. They even have golf courses here, can you imagine? So how did it all start? Dubai was a village of fishermen and pearl hunters until the mid-20th century. They say driving a car in Dubai is not for everyone. Locals say that if you miss an exit, it might take you 20 to 30 minutes to get back on the route. Speeding fines are no joke. For example, if you exceed the speed limit by 20 kilometers an hour, your fine's gonna be an equivalent of $82. But if you exceed it by 80 kilometers an hour, it's gonna be $820. Once, a British tourist got stuck in Dubai after racking up $45,000 in speeding tickets in a rented Lamborghini. In 4 hours, he triggered every speed camera on Sheikh Zayed Road, and they wouldn't let him go until they paid the fines in full. One of the newest additions to the city is the Dubai Frame. You can see it from a distance. Its height is 150 meters. It has a glass floor. The idea is that it splits the city into the old part and the new part. What's it like for the locals to live here? Emiratis, like I said, make up only 10 to 15% of the population. They get plenty of perks from the government, like $20,000 or more as a wedding present. Polygamy is allowed, so you can have more than one wife. There's an Arab joke about this. If you have one wife, she will fight with you. If you have two wives, they will fight for you. Recently, they introduced mandatory military service, so now Emirati men who have finished secondary school and aged between 18 and 30 will have to serve a year and 4 months. Some people say that Dubai doesn't make them feel like they belong there. Some people told me that in Singapore, after work, you go drinking beer with the locals. But in Dubai, it's just not happening. The city is very safe, and that's despite the fact that it has millions of visitors from all over. And most importantly, it's a fun place to live in. It's a melting pot of different cultures, and there's so many events happening all the time. To me, Dubai is like the amusement park of the planet, where the most daring ideas are implemented. Some of them succeed and some fail, but everybody wants to come here and see it for themselves. And you can't help but admire the determination of Dubai to be moving forward.